It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey folks, I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Portland Trailblazers up against the Milwaukee Bucks in Milwaukee. Well, for Milwaukee, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games, they can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. And already the grind of the new season starting to show. Shaq, how do you stay fresh for the long haul, both as a player and as just a massive individual?
Veteran guys, you got to know how to pace yourself. And minute restrictions, you know, it really has become a bigger part of the game.
Yeah, I agree. So, you know, injury histories always taken into account now. This is why you have to develop depth.
How do you stay fresh for the long haul?
Oh, man, I have this drink I put together.
Oh, really? What is it?
Oh, yeah. It's a little, like, I take tomatoes, right, and I squish them up, and it gets real, like, tomato sauce. And I put that in. And then I take kale salad. I put that in.
What are you making, spaghetti?
Ginger. I put ginger in it.
Yeah.
Put that in. I put a little cayenne pepper in, a little bell pepper.
Sounds disgusting.
Ernie, he's making lasagna over there.
Sounds disgusting.
Can I get some of your lasagna?
Oh, man, it's the pepper. It makes you pep up.
Yeah, that'll do it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
Also gives.
Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. The Bucks look to take charge on their home court, and we're bringing it to you live from Milwaukee here on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Portland right now in the middle of a road trip. And, of course, Nikola Mirotic. It's our first glimpse of him looking good in his new Bucks jersey.
And speaking of the trade, I spoke to him earlier, and, man, was he excited about getting the opportunity at a fresh start. He thinks he'll be able to get them to that next level, and I'm sure that's what their thought process was when they made the deal.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, undisputedly, Damian Lillard is the leader of this Blazers team. Now, Yusuf Nurkic said, he's the best thing that's happened to me. To have a superstar in this league as a leader, a friend, and a teammate, it makes me better. Kevin?
LDA, you can't get much higher praise than that. Thanks. Brent, we're already starting to hear some trade rumors out there. Is it ever too early to start making changes?
If you talk to any good GM, it's never too early to start thinking about how can I make this roster better.
Constant thought.
There are some times, though, and I think we've seen this through the years, where there might be a player that's on the roster that, whether there's a coaching change or his approach to the season, maybe it's a contract year and mentally he's not really where he needs to be, that sometimes teams examine that and think, might need to remove this now in order for us to get where we need to go. And that might be some of the reasons why, Kevin, we're hearing some names this early in the season.
Exactly. Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. Lillard the 1 with McCollum at the 2. Nurkic is out there with Labissiere. And it's Hood in at the 3.
Pretty good awareness there from Malcolm Brogdon, capable of spotting the open teammate on that side of the ball.
Now Lillard turned in an outstanding game against New York. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his first foul.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
McCollum passes to Labissiere. Back to McCollum. Portland moving the ball around. Nurkic can't hit. Looking at the last game for the Bucks, it was a loss to the Nuggets. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Lays it up and banks it in.
He's a hard guy to guard everywhere on the floor, but more than anywhere else, Giannis can get you in the paint. That's where he lives.
Now here's Lillard. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Kicks to Labissiere. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Still developing inside, but you see the potential from Labissiere. At his height, he's a threat to score.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. The wide open look here for Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's McCollum. He's coming off a 22-point game against New York. He kicks it to Labissiere. Shot clock at 6. Goes up the baseline. The shot that time not on target. Now the Bucks take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And despite the outcome, I think they'll feel a little better about that game. There are a lot of positives that they can take away from that performance.
No doubt some bright spots, more than you'd expect out of a loss like that, but it doesn't make the result any easier to take.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Lillard against Brogdon. It's McCollum on the wing. Pass to Labissiere. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And Labissiere gets it to go. Labissiere's got his second bucket.
All the length coming into play for Labissiere.
Bledsoe finds Antetokounmpo. Lopez outside. And it's Middleton penetrating beyond the arc. Lopez, no luck. Trailblazers trail by 7. Lillard scanning the floor. Middleton against Hood. The shot's good.
And how about the strength shown there by Rodney Hood? He has that great frame, and he shrugs off the defense that time.
Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Hits it from three-point range. Middleton's got his first 3 points of the game. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And here's McCollum for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. In the pass to Antetokounmpo. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Labissiere.
You think about a coach looking into the eyes of one of his players and telling him to match up with Giannis Antetokounmpo and all the things that he brings to the table. That's a long night of restlessness before you match up. Press up on him, he'll blow by you. In transition, he's at the rim in 2 dribbles. Tough to stop that kid.
Antetokounmpo covers so much ground, Brent. He can almost go the entire length of the court in 2 dribbles.
Well, once he gets around towards the rim, his reach can make it seem like defenders aren't even there. Not just one defender, but multiple defenders. So it's unfair already, and you add that athleticism to what he can do. Wow, unstoppable offensive force.
And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. You look at the Wizards. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, right now for the Trailblazers, they were obviously hoping to start out better. Still, too soon to panic. But lately they've had very little luck and seem to be trending in the wrong direction.
Now here's Lillard. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Good on the shot.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick and roll set.
And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo down low. And that one's good, Brogdon.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Bledsoe against Lillard. McCollum outside. Now here's Labissiere. Defense right on him. Lillard. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's Lillard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
All right, Lillard, we know you can score, but you're going to show that pump fake. Another devastating move from him, enough to draw the foul.
Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, for the Bucks in 2017, Brent, disagreement over front office candidates, a divided leadership structure. If you're on that roster, how much of those kinds of things concern you?
I don't think the players are worried about that at all, because what you have now is a new voice in the locker room. You're going to have to learn a lot of new language, new offense, new defense. And that's enough to make you think just about basketball and not the business of basketball, Kevin.
Now here's Lopez. He's got 9. Pass to Bledsoe. Left side, out of the Kumbo. Back to Bledsoe. His 3-pointers off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 9. Lillard outside. To the middle, over Bledsoe. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Lillard's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, he's effective in the catch and shoot dating back to his college days. Lillard has brought that skill to the pros.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. It dropped for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Well, he's knocking down most everything, guys. 3 of 4 here.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. The pass to Labissiere. Back to McCollum. Over Bledsoe. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. McCollum's got his first 2 points.
This guy is so tough to guard. He feels like he could take any challenge that the defense is going to throw at him.
For 3, Middleton. And the rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 7. And it's Hood in the corner. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. That sends Labissiere to the free throw line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Skal Labissiere, Brent, a slender 6'11", adjusting to the physicality of the NBA, always is a challenge for these players.
I remember one scout saying he gets pushed around by guys who get pushed around. And that's something he's trying to work on. A better base, maybe a little more well-rooted, so that he can maintain and hold his position. But his NBA rebounding numbers have been pretty solid.
Well, a lot to love about the Blazers' 2017-18 season, but it ended on a very sour note.
Well, they were a surprise 3rd team in the West last year. It was so tightly grouped. Things shook out for Portland to end up with home court advantage, but eventually swept out of the playoffs by a Pelican team that just played at breakneck speed. So getting swept was really hard for the Blazers. They did a lot of good things last year, developed Zach Collins in the later part of the season. But we'll see this year if they make some changes in order to have something more dynamic that they can offer up.
Now here's McCollum. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. Hits it from 3-point range.
A nice run they put together here to bring it a little closer.
And that's all you can do. Just chisel away at the lead. Keep believing in what you're doing.
Now here's Brogdon. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
I see you, young fella. Nice answer there.
Yeah, look out. We got a long-range duel about to happen.
Here's McCollum. 5 points in the game. For 3. And another 3 for Portland. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Bucks. They traveled to Portland last time they faced the Trailblazers and came away with the win.
And they cruised to a big win in their last meeting, getting that opposing starting lineup out of the game early with foul trouble.
And let's see if they bring that same attacking mindset with them into this game. They should. It worked like a charm last time, getting so many guys in foul trouble.
Mirotic with it. His last outing, he had 24 points. And that one's good, Brogdon.
Brogdon going up with a purpose now here on the interior.
McCollum against Brogdon. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Collins passes to McCollum. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from 11. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between area.
Just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders who give nothing away.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 6. Here's Collins. Back to McCollum. Lillard, right side, over Bledsoe. A second chance effort. Collins, good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Zach Collins, the Gonzaga product, one that the Blazers moved up in the draft to acquire because they just felt he would be optimal in this kind of offense, especially playing alongside dynamic guards. And they brought him along slowly last year, and towards the end of the season showed great potential.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Tony Snell comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. And then for the Trailblazers, Jake Layman's checked in for Labissiere. Curry comes in for McCollum, and it's Turner in for Lillard. Now here's Turner. George Hill missing his last shot. The shot by Layman, no good. And with most players his size, it'll take some time. This team knows to be patient with Collins.
Yeah, 7-footer with the ability to shoot the ball. He's got to have some confidence in his role, which last year came along very slowly. The one thing that I've seen from Zach Collins, though, in his rookie campaign is he's not afraid of anything. Great moments in the playoffs and stepped up to compete.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Curry finds Aminu. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the first. Back to Curry. Passes it to Layman. Shoots over Mirotic. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And already you're seeing great execution from both teams.
Yeah, lots of points early, and the game plans on both sides, at least offensively, working to perfection.
The Trailblazers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
On the free throw, no good.
Well, amazingly, the Bucks, one of the slower teams in the league last season in terms of their pace. And when you're talking about a team with tremendous length and athleticism, you think that maybe speed would come along with it and that they get out and thrive in transition. Not the case last year.
Aminu slams it in.
That's an unselfish play. Evan Turner with eyes up and delivers.
A minute 20 left to play in the first. Here's Mirotic.
Well, you appreciate the versatility of Aminu. He can guard almost any position on the floor, 1 to 4.
Turner with it. He's picked up by Hill. And Turner kicks to Collins. And he hits it to tie the game up. Collins has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Turner against Hill. Pass to Connaughton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Mirotic into the lane and finished off by Mirotic.
Nice concentration from Mirotic. Outstanding, keeping his composure even when he gets knocked around a little bit. Well, Mirotic last year, it was the tale of two halves. It was the shaved year versus the unshaved year for him. Great start with the Bulls and played some very good basketball, and then struggled a little bit after the trade to the Pelicans, and then boom, all of a sudden was a huge part after Cousins went down. Was extremely complimentary to the fast pace and stretching out the offense with the three-point ball, playing alongside AD.
Here is Hill. Al-Farouq Aminu picking up that last basket. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Hill kicks to Connaughton. To the left wing. 5 on the clock. Mirotic. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Got to be encouraging for the teammates to see Mirotic get into this kind of rhythm offensively. That jumper is a huge weapon.
And here is Curry. Over Hill. Hill with some nice D. We come back right after this. Great team play, so key to winning. Damian Lillard broke down the keys.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think it's one thing to say, let's be consistent, let's play hard, let's do all of these things. And I think as competitors, as professional athletes, we're going to play hard. You're going to be competitive because we're competitors. We don't make it to this level for no reason. But I think at this level, you also have egos.
Knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
You saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after one.
Well, they found a little bit of space out there on the perimeter, and they have a shared confidence right now. That tends to breed some success for this team.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Mirotic is out there with Ilyasova. Then it's George Hill. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. Curry's shot is good.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Hill passes to Snell. And here is Ilyasova. And it's Portland with the rebound. Aminu's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Layman pass to Aminu. Lays it up and banks it in. Aminu's got 6.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Milwaukee has gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Inside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Turner's got 3 assists in the game. The Bucks trail. Outside Hill. And there's the foul. It goes on Evan Turner. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Mirotic. Portland also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Collins. Rodney Hood subbed in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Hill against Curry. Hill finds Snell. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots it. And again, the Bucks miss.
This is when you're just surprised that a guy would miss that kind of look. The defense really did not do a lot there.
Pass to Lehman. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rodney Hood. That is his first foul of the game. For Milwaukee, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Hill with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Hill. 9 points in the game so far. With today's superstars often joining forces, Brent, we hear some retired legends saying they wanted to beat their rivals, not join their rivals. What do you think?
I saw a lot of joining going on from some of the guys who make those comments, Kevin. So that sort of stuff just eludes me as to where it's coming from. This league has always been dominated by teams that have at least two, if not 3 upper echelon superstar players that end up winning titles. So it's happening now. It happened then. It will continue to happen.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Antetokounmpo, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
He's a heady player. He knows how to get himself going and giving his team a real advantage right now on the offensive end.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations.
And Portland making a change here. McCollum's checked in. And some have even compared Giannis to Kobe Bryant for his single-minded dedication, Greg, to improvement.
Yeah, you know, something of an introvert. Not a guy you'll find out on the town or schmoozing with other stars. He's content to save outside pursuits for after his playing days are done.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And he's probably looking at some matchups on the floor he'd like to take advantage of.
I'm interested in what he's seeing and then what kind of play they run coming out of this timeout.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Curry kicks to McCullough. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That is his first foul of the game. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Pat Connaughton, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Damian Lillard's checked in for Seth Curry.
The CJ, such an effective 2-guard, not just a shooter and a great shooter at that, but a capable passer when his teammates are open.
Now here is Hill. 17 points for him last game against Denver. And that one's good, Brogdon.
Tremendous effort. He will not be denied on the offensive glass.
Here's McCollum. They trail by 3. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Dishes it to Hood. Over Middleton. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Hood's got his second basket of the game.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Hill finds Brogdon. From 10 feet out, and another basket for Milwaukee.
That's good shot selection from Brogdon. One of the reasons he has a high field goal percentage.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Now the pass to McCollum. Here's Wayman. He's guarded by Brogdon. Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
Here's Hill. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Passes it to Brogdon. Lets a floater go. Great D that time from Nurkic. For Portland, they've gone 8 of 9 in the second quarter. Very nearly perfect from the field. Lillard, stolen by Middleton. Now, here's Brogdon. 10 points for him. It's McCollum on the wing. He's guarded by Brogdon. McCollum, no good.
Now the defense was solid there, smothering him close inside, and that's how you want to guard him.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Lopez comes in for Ilyasova. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for George Hill. Skal Labissiere is checked in for Portland. Now here's Bledsoe. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Denver.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
Nurkic can't hit.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Eric Bledsoe is accustomed to playing alongside some other great playmakers. In Kentucky, he was with John Wall. With the Clippers, he was with Chris Paul. In Phoenix, they had 3 guard lineups. So that ought to help out as they continue to get great chemistry. Giannis and Eric Bledsoe could be a devastating duo.
That free throw missing. Well, Eric Bledsoe, as you mentioned, Brent, accustomed to playing on or off the ball.
Well, that helps a little bit with some of the new offensive schemes that Mike Budenholzer is putting into place. He's got that huge wingspan, which he can always bogart a guy defensively. He's a nice fit on the Bucks roster, and he's a good build around that length.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
Bledsoe so athletic and so explosive. He just continues to get better in a lot of areas out on the floor.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've led by as many as 11 points. He dishes it to Middleton. There's the feed to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, Giannis has the hard hat on right now, going to work. So good, so long, just terrorizing the D.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Milwaukee in the lead. Now Bledsoe. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The kick out to Lopez. And it's off from three-point range.
You love basketball. Couldn't miss in the first quarter. Now can't make it in the second quarter. Got to be eating at him just a bit.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And it's Bledsoe. Look at that jam.
No way.
I mean, just beautiful.
Yeah, the ball's got handles on it, and Eric Bledsoe is carrying it, a gifted guard, and creating some scoring opportunities there.
And that was an unleashed chaos replay, courtesy of Under Armour, wreaking havoc at the rim. Now here's Lillard. He's got 10. Labissiere in the corner. Off target from three-point range.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Count it. Now it's a three-point Milwaukee lead.
And nicely done, running the floor well, then attacking the rim.
The exclamation point in transition with the high percentage finish.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Here's Antetokounmpo after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. Well, Damian Lillard has never been one to doubt himself, and when he plays, he exudes confidence.
Has a short-term memory, which allows him to keep attacking even after he's missed a few. And that's the mentality you have to have on offense. He might be as good as any other guard in this game.
Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Portland. One of my favorite moves is the Euro step. I know it's one of yours as well. There are a lot of guys that can do it well.
Well, I got to see Manu Ginobili step around me for years in San Antonio. But I think James Harden is still the most devastating Euro step player we have in the game. There's something about the lefties, isn't there, Kevin? We have a hard time figuring
they
a
throw
lefty
you off.
out.
They throw you off automatically just by the left hand.
Right.
Then they add the little side step.
And James Harden with the shiftiness and the way he moves the ball around and draws contact. I know there are a lot of people that get aggravated by that, but he's nearly impossible to stop, especially when he's got his passport with the Eurostep.
He slithers. And the Bucks making a change here. Mirotic is checked in. And a switch here also for Portland. Collins is checked in. Antetokounmpo kicks to Mirotic. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's McCollum. Here's Labissiere. Kicks it out to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. Another shot. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, tough with his shot so far off right now. They're going to have to tap someone else to step up until he finds it. Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, Kevin, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Here's Lillard. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. At the elbow, Labissiere. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Bledsoe. Back to Antetokounmpo. Three-pointer on the way. Portland grabs the miss. Collins has got 6 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Here's Labissiere. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 4 assists now tonight.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 29 points for him last game against Denver.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
And here's McCollum. Following the 3 from Brook Lopez. McCollum passes to Labissiere. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Bledsoe outside. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Eric Bledsoe, 1 point, Brent, maybe the best defender in the league at the point guard position. Multiple knee surgeries later. Where do you think he stands now?
I think there's been some regression from what he could do athletically, Kevin. So now you have to start to rely on your skill. His offensive game has grown a little bit, and he's around a superstar. That should make it easier to set up some opportunities where he could be more consistent offensively, especially shooting the basketball.
Now here's Curry. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game. 1:09 left here in the second. Count that one. Curry's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
This is sort of the joust of the NBA where the aggressive player, more often than not, wins out.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Trailblazers trail by 7. Lillard outside. Stolen by Bledsoe.
And 2 for 1. That's what they'd like to get right now.
Working the clock is one element, but you also want to get as good a shot as you can.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Aminu. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. And Aminu kicks to Lillard. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
That's a strong move from a slightly built guard as Lillard, aware of the defense, and he alters his shot.
Bledsoe against Lillard. Bledsoe with it. He's had his share of big nights at the offensive end, that's for sure. His scoring average is at 18 points a game. From the arc, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
Bledsoe determined it didn't matter where the D was on that particular possession, and that's a tough shot there.
That'll do it for the first half. Bucks lead by 10. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, it seemed like you all were dictating tempo in the first half. How did you do that?
I think we're getting the stops, grabbing the rebound now, just trying to push it, try to get the best shot available.
Problem solved in transition. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 21 points, 2 block shots, and also 3 steals. Shaq, let's get your take on Milwaukee.
Well, one thing that stands out is how few turnovers they had. The offense looked in control. They were making nice passes, moving the ball, setting screens. The confidence just seemed to build, and the lead did too. They're a very steady team, keeping those turnovers down. That's the big factor.
And Kenny, what did you see from Portland?
Well, they're facing a team that shot very well in the first half. Now, that being said, they probably weren't aggressive enough on the defensive end. That was the difference.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
I tell you what, he put together an entire highlight reel in that first half alone. Just a collection of spectacular dunks.
Yeah, can't believe how many times he was able to get into the lane and then use his athleticism to give us a show.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Trailblazers trail by 10 on the floor for Portland. Lillard and McCollum, the deadly backcourt pairing. Rodney Hood out there with Skal Labissiere. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. He gets it in there.
Just like it when he gets in there. McCollum using his wingspan to take advantage.
Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe taking his time here. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Last season, Damian Lillard continuing to put up big numbers. Took a while for him to find his groove, but he eventually got there.
Yeah, a lot of chatter last year about Lillard switching up his diet, going vegan for a little while, and then he switched back. Said he was losing a little bit too much in terms of his total body weight and felt like he needed to get some of that strength back.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
Now we can talk about it over and over again, Kevin. Antetokounmpo combines size and versatility in ways we just haven't seen, at least up until the Greek Freak's arrival.
Now here's Lillard. McCollum kicks to Labissiere. Back to McCollum over Bledsoe. And the shot is long.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Here's Lopez. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Nurkic. Pass to McCollum. Shoots over Brogdon. Here's Nurkic. Lays it up off the glass. Nurkic has got 10.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
A little quickness from Antetokounmpo there, blows right past the D.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. It's a 10-point game. At the elbow, Labissiere. Hood against Middleton. Clock at 6. Hood can't get it to go.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
You know, sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time he chose wisely.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around him.
Tries from the block, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. 6 points for Rodney Hood.
You got to remember, Rodney Hood, 6'8", so he has the size needed to be a factor on the inside if he stays aggressive.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated.
Last season, the Blazers were at a bit of a crossroads, wondering if they should start over and make some major changes. Some rumblings at the trade deadline of maybe one of their diminutive guard positions might have been on the move, but they stayed with the group. Terry Stotts did a remarkable job and made some slight changes to the game plan and got them to the 3rd seed.
Offensive rebound. Nurkic kicks it out to Lillard. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lillard's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Trailblazers. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. With the core of Lillard and McCollum, not easy to break that up.
Well, as bad as the first round might have been for the Blazers last year in terms of getting swept, it's very unique to have that kind of skill in the backcourt and hard to give up on. It's a team that won 13 straight in 2018, so the talent is there. It's just about the pieces and establishing a new chemistry with those pieces that'll be imperative for the Blazers. And without a doubt, Rodney Hood is at his best when he's being aggressive, doesn't settle for shots, and he looks to create and finish around the rim. Sometimes he can serve as a playmaker. That happened a lot when he was with the Utah Jazz under Quinn Snyder.
And free throw good from Hood. You know, Hood can fall into settling for mid-range shots at times, Brent, but that isn't when he's his most effective.
No, a lot of players fall into playing passively, and Rodney Hood is sometimes guilty of that. The trick is finding ways to try to keep him aggressive, make sure that he's impacting the game in ways that his skill set can draw it out.
And Rodney Hood getting traded last season in part because, Greg, he was due for a big contract this last summer.
And you just knew Hood would be a player a lot of teams threw offers at this year. Rare to find guards as tall as Hood who can shoot the way he can, just entering his prime. And the contract this team gave him might be a bit of a gamble, but it's one that could pay off in a huge way if he keeps improving.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
The Trailblazers have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. Milwaukee making a switch here. Snell's checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Layman, he's checked in for Scalabiciere. Free throw good from Lillard.
And we've seen just how incredible McCollum can be when he is feeling it. One of the few guards in the league who gets everything to fall when his shot is on. It's why he can just erupt with huge scoring nights at any given time.
He keeps finding great shots out there, and the opportunities are turning up roses.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Pass to Layman. There's the dish to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
Right, big scoring run fueled by great game planning and really some great shot making.
Now here's Ilyasova. 5 points in the game. Middleton outside. No good on the triple. And with McCollum's explosiveness, Greg, you recall he put up 50 points in a game last season.
And how about he did so in under 30 minutes of floor time? McCollum, only the 2nd player to ever achieve that mark. Helps he started with a 28-point first quarter. When he is locked in, he can put up points like nobody's business.
It's pretty simple. I figured it out. He can't miss. Adding to the lead with ease and capitalizing on every opportunity. He can't miss.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 20. And the basket by McCollum.
Well, he's one of the league's more dangerous deep shooters. McCollum hits a high percentage of threes when he's in sync.
Lillard against Hill. Middleton outside. Lets the 3 fly. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got assist number 5 here tonight.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trades.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
Here's Layman. Down low. Here's Lillard. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Lillard's got 10 points in just the second half. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
Well, he could just see over the defense. The eyes to spot the open man. Giannis flourishing right now as a facilitator.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Curry comes in for Lillard. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds in the game. And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That is his first foul of the game. Mirotic is checked in for Milwaukee. Here's McCollum. 15 points in the game. Here's Aminu. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Good focus inside. Aminu's not a great scorer, but does play aggressively on the interior.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw good from Aminu.
Well, few have more job security in the NBA than Terry Stotts. Consistently gets a ton out of his Portland Trailblazer team. They run a very intricate and unique offense now in his 7th year with the Blazers. They've had a lot of success under Coach Stotts.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Ilyasova's got 8 points.
That's a good example of the scoring mentality that Ilyasova has. When the ball comes to him, the first thing he checks is if he can get a shot off.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats here for Aminu. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 7 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Sunday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that matchup with the Magic, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Ilyasova can't hit. Trailblazers trail by 7. McCollum up top. He's got 15 and stolen by Mirotic. Fires from the corner. Snell, no good.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't knock it down.
The best players know that is going to happen, and you just can't let it get into your head. It's a shot that you want to take.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Now here's Curry. To halt the run, count it. Curry's got 6 points.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
Hill deciding where to go with it. The shot, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Outside Curry. There's the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it to McCollum. To the middle. The slam dunk by Aminu.
Well, that athleticism as a combo forward, Aminu doing his best work at the rim.
Bucks leading by 5. Passes it to Ilyasova. It's back to Hill, and he uses the glass on the layup. Hill's got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
Now here's McCollum. 15 points in the game. Four on the clock, and Curry has it in the corner. It's stolen by Hill, and up the court come the Bucks on the break. 3-pointer, Snell. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Hill's got assist number 8 here in this one already.
Yeah, they're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Yeah, you look at George Hill's game, and he doesn't wow you in any way, but he's a complete basketball player. Strong outside shooter, but might be most valuable defensively. Often regarded as one of the best defensive guards in the league.
And the Bucks with some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Ilyasova, and Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Tony Snell. Zach Collins checked in for Portland. Turner comes in for Jake Lehman. Now here's McCollum, and Al-Farouq Aminu gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Brogdon, he's checked in for Hill. Milwaukee leading by 10. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Brogdon. Here's the floater. Collins grabs the miss. And with Hill and his defense, perhaps what is best about it is that he can guard Greg both guard positions, and that makes him valuable.
Yeah, and that flexibility gives a coach and his lineup so much leeway. Hill has a great wingspan, about 6'9", and can be very disruptive defensively. Very good at fighting through screens to stick with his assignments as well.
Here's Curry after the basket by Milwaukee. Lopez with the block. Shot by Collins, no good.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
You know, sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
Here's Connaughton, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Can't hit from 12. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
The tendency can be to really rush or push the game, and they need to avoid that.
Well, Evan Turner, the former #2 pick out of Ohio State, is a very good ball handler, and he plays kind of in that mid-range game to look for space, not only to score, but to set up teammates. And I think coaching staff loves to have him play that point forward position to dictate some of the offense and take the load off the guards.
First free throw is good. And with Turner, he has underachieved, Brent, as far as where he was taken in the draft, but he offers a lot of unique skills to a team.
Yeah, the biggest drawback is Evan Turner at his size. You'd want him to shoot the three-point ball with a little bit more consistency. So I know he plays in the box a bit, and he likes to play in the mid-range game, but there are some things offensively I think that he can do to take advantage of some mismatches and put some points on the board.
There's 53 seconds left here in the third quarter. Collins against Lopez. Now here's McCollum. Tight defense on him. Right through the D for the layup. McCollum's got 17 now.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Bledsoe against McCollum. Bledsoe finds Mirotic. They grab their own miss. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Misses the three. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 10. Here's Connaughton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And there's the foul. It goes on Evan Turner. That's foul number 2 for him. Bledsoe outside. Shoots over Curry. Off the mark. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle.
Let's do it again for this quarter. 0-0. Same effort, same mentality. Keep pushing it. Keep moving the ball. Keep cutting.
Well, Mike likes how they're working the ball right now.
And, you know, Coach highlighted it's a brand new quarter. They need to play with the same fire.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Bledsoe is out there with Malcolm Brogdon. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Nikola Mirotic, and it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now here is Mirotic. Middleton outside. Pass to Mirotic. 5 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Brogdon. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Lillard's checked in. Trailblazers trail by 8. And here is Turner. Lillard left side. Fires from deep. The rebound by Middleton. And it's Milwaukee's ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That shot wide open.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Lillard, the pass to Labissiere. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, such a good sign here for Labissiere to stick with the shot, stay on balance. Just needs to add a little bit more strength.
And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in.
One shot behind the lanes.
On the free throw, no good. The last season, a strong one for the Portland Trailblazers, actually came out on top of the Northwest Division.
Yep, snuck all the way up to that 3rd seed with the tight grouping in the Western Conference, and 4 teams in the division made the playoffs last year. 5 were in the race. Certainly was one of the toughest divisions in the league, and the Blazers ended up on top.
They get it back. Hangs, and the nice bucket inside from Lopez. And the Bucks lead by 11.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Lillard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. He kicks to Labissiere. The 3 from McCollum. The rebound by the Bucks.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Inside, here's Middleton. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Well, at 235 pounds, Middleton is hard to throw off balance, so he can take that contact and still finish through.
Here's Bledsoe, and the jam by Bledsoe.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Now here's Bledsoe. After the miss from Damian Lillard, Middleton finds Bledsoe. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And that's 15 points for Eric Bledsoe.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, they're just absolutely getting anything and everything that they want out there. They have not let up. Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
Hood against Middleton. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he banks in the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 14 points now in the second half.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
And now in transition is Bledsoe. Here we go. The pass to Antetokounmpo. And Lopez has it in the corner. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
And until someone stops him, he's just going to continue to keep firing from distance.
Yeah, we got to be a DEFCON 1 here, because at this point, he is so dialed in, you got to get him off his spots.
Now here's Hood. Nobody near Lillard. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Lillard's got 25 points in the game. Here's Antetokounmpo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 19.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Bledsoe with the defensive effort.
Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and the shots are going all over the place in this period.
Middleton looking it over. Passes it to Bledsoe. With the triple.
I mean, letting that guy shoot freely from out there, he's going to destroy you from the perimeter if you do that.
Lillard the pass to Collins. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Collins has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, can't be frustrated at him tonight. He's doing his job. Like to see his guys step up a little more.
Here's Bledsoe. And the rejection by Collins. Lillard against Bledsoe. Here's Hood. That one wide left. Bucks leading by 20. Bledsoe outside. Got that bucket in no time at all. 20 points for him.
Now he's put on a shooting display here in the second half. He really seems to be in a great groove right now.
McCollum outside. And the Trailblazers another three.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Antetokounmpo. And Labissiere sends it back. That one good for 2.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now here's McCollum. Kicks it to Labissiere. Over Bledsoe. That one off the back iron and out. It's stolen by Labissiere. Over in the corner, Lillard. Back to Labissiere for the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Pass to Bledsoe from past the arc. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Zach Collins. Trailblazers trail by 21. Lillard outside. Here's Labissiere. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, the Bucks, this is a franchise that for a long time just was treading water and chasing after a 7th or an 8th seed on the back end of the Eastern Conference playoffs. Not so much anymore. With Giannis Antetokounmpo leading the charge, the opportunity for the Bucks to do some damage in the playoffs is here.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And there's always pressure when you have a superstar player, Brent. And the Bucks are trying to capitalize on that window right now.
And I think Giannis, even though he's young, understands that great players are judged on how far they can push their teams. What type of postseason success can the Milwaukee Bucks have around what it is that Giannis can bring to the table. He wants to retire in a Bucks uniform. He's said that before, but winning makes that decision a lot easier, and maybe with the coaching change, they'll get there.
Lopez with the steal. It's tipped. Now Lillard to the paint. Here's Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Yeah, it's hard to hold Nurkic up. As soon as he gets that deep inside, he is more than capable of knocking down shots consistently.
Now here's Bledsoe. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bledsoe's got 15 points in just the second half.
Well, the O looks unstoppable tonight, especially because of that guy. He's just torching them.
Lillard finds Nurkic. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Credit Nurkic for his aggressiveness in shooting the ball so far in this one. He's making them count.
Middleton inside the three-point line, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Well, to win at this level consistently, you cannot be faint of heart, and he's going in for the kill.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Brogdon. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Good quick hands from Antetokounmpo there, reacting well on defense and swiping that one away.
Lillard against Bledsoe. McCollum kicks to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Well, beyond the physical stuff, what I like about Giannis right now is the feel for the game. That time, great timing defensively.
Pass to Brogdon. Outside, Antetokounmpo, and so they choose to intentionally foul. The league and players union, Brent, both have expressed supporting guys who express their views and social concerns. You like that?
Well, I think it's amazing the way the league has backed some of the avenues with which players have used their voices.
Embraced.
Well, extending well beyond just saying things, Kevin, because we know actions speak louder than words, and there are so many guys around our league that do important philanthropic work. But the fact that the league supports all of those things, the fact that you see Adam Silver show up at some of these events, or that there's press releases from the league office about some of the things guys are doing, there's amazing cohesion when it comes to the league and its players, because they understand that everything that they're doing has such a significant impact in the communities in which they live in and around the game with which we all love.
Well said. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
And Chris Middleton 2 seasons ago tore his hamstring completely off the bone. I mean, he's come back and hasn't missed a beat. One of the most well-rounded players you'll see.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Collins checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Jake Layman comes in for Labissiere. Turner's checked in for Al Farouk Aminu. And Curry subbed in for C.J. McCollum.
But you got quicks, you got instincts, and you got aggression. Damian Lillard capable of taking over just about any time he wants.
Here's Hill. It's deflected. Lillard with it. Here's Collins. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game. And Chris Middleton with maybe, Greg, his best season yet in 2017-18.
It just seems like he gets better every year. A former second-round pick, now all-star caliber. He's worked extremely hard, stayed in the lab, and now we're seeing the results. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bucks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I just loved his defense. He took pride in swatting away a bunch of shots tonight and made his impact felt.
So it's Portland now. George Hill missing on the 3. Turner passes to Lehman. Back to Turner. Shoots from 12. Puts it up from 12. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Now, this is one of the attributes that Evan Turner shows off quite often. His ability to find the open man.
Hill with it. Picked up by Turner. Hill inside. He's against Turner. And the pass to Lehman. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Hill. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We're getting out of transition, trying to get defensive stops. And everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.